This is Voix Pepla, where your voice finds its power, where your story becomes our strength. We are the generation that refuses to be silenced. Your voice, your story, your revolution, and it starts right now. Voix Pepla, tout le monde parle.
Hi, so my name is Julinna Florent. I am from the small community of Macbexor. I am 47 years old. I am currently working at Republic Bank. I am paralyzed from waist down due to an abscess that damaged my spinal cord and left me paralyzed. That happened in 2004. That's 20 years ago.
How do you prefer to communicate?
My form of communication is verbal. I mean, I'm paralyzed, but I can hear, I can see, I can speak. So you can speak to me. Somebody who's blind, we call them visual impaired, they need braille, or but somebody who's hearing impaired, they cannot hear, so they need the sign language that is being used. So that's the modes of communication that you could use. But for me, it's verbal.
What are your interests, or should I say hobbies?
Hobbies. Oh, yes. I love singing. I love art, poetry, a little bit of poetry, a little bit of art. I am a bit adventurous, so if you say traveling is a hobby, I like to travel, but the money. But that's my hobbies.
The money, but you work at the bank.
I work at the bank, but the bank's money is not my money.
So how has your disability impacted your daily life?
Oh wow. This was a drastic change altogether. I mean, you being young, I was about 27. So at that time, I thought life had ended. Like, it was new to me. So how am I going to move? What am I going to do? I mean, the dreams and the aspirations that I had. So it was like a total shift in my mind. Like, at first I thought like I would just have to stay in bed and not do anything at all. But then when I came out through friends and through reading and through going and research on how to live with a disability, I ended up seeing that I could live. So now I'm working. It's not easy getting to work. I mean, getting dressed. You need some help here and there to go to the shower, somebody to help you go into the shower. I mean, I can shower myself, but in terms of getting around, you need help here and there. So it's not an easy thing. It's very challenging, but you push through because, I mean, when you're walking, you do things one way, but now you're not walking, you have to find new ways of doing it. It takes a little longer, but there are new ways of doing it. So it was very challenging, but after so many years, I've found like mechanisms to help me cope and to get around doing things. So yes, so it's challenging, but easier as the time goes by.
Considering that you were not born with the disability, how was it for your parents in terms of the changes they had to make to accommodate you?
Oh, wow. I think my parents were very accommodating. I mean, we had to change the house. We had to include a ramp. Now, we had to extend on my room because I had more space to have the wheelchair in the room because my room was small at the time. So we had to get an extension of the house, make one or two doors a little wider. And the bathroom, we had to transform the bathroom because in Malaysia we have this small bathrooms where you have just so you have the space because I have to be on a wheelchair. So extend on the bathroom as well, and then get the shower heads and stuff so I could be driven into the bathroom to take a shower. So yes, all of that. But they were very accommodating. I live with both of my parents. They're not young anymore. They're in their 70s now. At the time they were in their 50s. Yeah, so now they're in their 70s. So. But then they still had there supporting me, still helping me go outside into the car because the ramp is a bit steep. I still have to get help from them to go outside so I can get into the car to get work. My mom still helps me to get dressed faster so I can go to work in a particular time frame, yes. So they're very accommodating. Okay. Yeah.
So before your disability, were you still at school or you had already left school?
So that happened to me. So I went back to school late, so going to secondary school, I didn't do too well. So I figured, okay, because I wanted to become a fashion designer at the time. So what I did was that after secondary school, I had to go back and write some CXCs. I did, so I have to go back and write English, maths, and principles of business. So I left in 1995. So went into sewing that time, trying to get, learning the sewing, for the fashion designer. And then he left, went to travel. So I continued my studies, and then I passed all of them, applied for SAFA. So I got in there in 2002. I did very well. So 2004 was my final year. That's when I fell sick. I had already done all my courses. I was doing summer job there at SAFA. So July, August, I started feeling sick. September, I stopped working. Then I got to the hospital and stuff. So I just finished SAFA when that happened to me.
Okay. So it wasn't challenging for you at school because you were not disabled yet?
No, not
So
yet.
there no adjustment had to be made at school?
No. But I graduated after months in the hospital. I came back. Graduation was that same year. 3 months after, I had to go to graduation because I worked so hard for that. So I decided I need to graduate. So they had to now put a ramp for me to climb up the ramp so I could get my certificate. So they did that. Yes.
How long have you been working with Republic?
18 years. It'll be 19 years in May. So 18 years, I started in 2006. It was Scotiabank then.
Scotiabank,
But now it's Republic Bank. So 18
So that
years.
was after your disability, that was your
Right.
first job until now?
Yes, until now,
All right.
yes.
So walk us through you applying and getting the job and then the environment, working at Scotia, now Republic.
Okay, so happens. Funny. I wrote an article the year after I got home. I decided to write an article because I'd applied to the ministry, They sent me something saying no vacancy 3 times. And I know, medical stuff is expensive in St. Lucia, so I know I have to do something. I'm young, so let me get to work. So I posted an article in the newspaper saying, not working and unable to work. And then that was in The Voice, published. They published it in The Voice. And then so Renwick, the owner of Renwick & Company, Mr. Christopher Renwick,
Yes.
he saw the article, and then he knew a friend of mine, so he asked her to tell me to send my CV to him. He was part of Rotary, so he sent my CV to the manager then of Scotiabank. And then they called me in and they told me to come in. I sat down. I didn't really have an interview. They asked me questions about myself, how am I coping, how am I going to cope and stuff. No interview to say, when you do the interview, tell me about yourself, that kind of thing. That interview was different.
Right.
So when I got there, she told me you have good grades and then you don't have a position, but we're going to make one available for you. Right. So then they called me back in and told me, I have a job. And then I got the receptionist job. Working there, the people are like family. Let me tell you. They make sure they don't treat me differently, but they make sure that I have help.
Yes.
So if they're doing a new thing, like they're including a new door or something, they have to tell me, come so I can see if I can pass through this door. Is this ramp okay for you? Are you okay at your desk? Is the level okay? So they make sure that I'm good. They don't pity me. Once they ask me if I need help, if I don't need help, they don't treat me like someone with a disability or different. They look at me as if I'm just normal like all of them. They give me like the equal opportunity to do everything I do. So, yes. So it's amazing. The people. Yeah.
So moving around through the work environment, because I realize there's upstairs,
Right.
there's downstairs, when you get in, how is it for you to move around inside?
Okay,
the
I can
building?
enter absolutely all the rooms in the bank, every room. And then we have an elevator. So we go up the elevator. So that's easy access for the kitchen, for the bathroom. So it's easy access. And the thing is that when you might think, okay, you didn't ask me that question, but I will answer the question and tell you the question. When there's a fire, an emergency, so they have people, if I'm upstairs, if I'm downstairs, I can go out by myself. But if I'm upstairs, there are people assigned to come and get me, to help me evacuate.
Right.
So no worries about that. There are some strong guys just for that. So, yeah, so they put all of that into effect in case something happens to her. Who's going to help her out because I cannot run outside. So yeah, they have all that in place.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically, you can help yourself around
Yes.
everywhere inside the building.
bathroom, everywhere. Everywhere, yeah.
And if there's gonna be a change, they make sure
Yes, they
they
include
consult
me.
you, they include you,
Yes,
and
so
you're part of the decision making for the changes.
Yes, once it will affect me and my wheelchair, they include me. Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
What strategies or tools do you use to navigate challenges related to your disability?
Okay. So I'll.
Let's start with your car.
Okay.
Getting out of your car.
All right. So getting out of my car, I have a slide board, a piece of board that was made for me. I saw it online somewhere, so I didn't order it. So, what do you call it?
Carpenter.
A carpenter. Yeah, he organized one for me. I showed him the design, and then he made it for me. So I have to put the board under my lap, put my leg inside, and then I use it as a slide board. The same way I use it to come out. Once the chair is by me, I hook it under my lap and slide on to the chair. That's comforting. Another thing I use, which might seem strange to people, I always carry a bottle with me, an empty bottle.
Empty bottle.
An empty bottle.
Right.
Reason why, sometimes the bathrooms are out of reach. So I have this, a long time ago Sprite bottle, because the ones that they have fancy, you don't want the bottle. Okay, so I urinate in the bottle, so I have a catheter bag, so I empty the urine into the bottle. And if I can reach the bathroom, the toilet, I can empty it in the toilet one time and wash it out and go. But there are times that I cannot do that, so I have to use outside because where I am is not accessible.
Right.
So I have to erase the bottle, cover it tightly, and put it in my bag.
Right.
When I travel, the same thing. I must have the bottle. On the plane, you cannot go to the toilet because you have to sit there until. So urinate in the bottle, cover it. Try not to drink too much water when you're traveling. And you cover the bottle, you have it in your bag. Your urine is, when you get to a bathroom that's accessible, dispose of it. I use ramps. Make sure I have ramps wherever I go. If I'm unable to go where there are ramps, somebody has to carry me. Yeah. At home, I have a particular chair to shower. So it's all, I can get wet. So I have like a commode side, so it has a hole, so it will be all parts of the body. I also have, over my bed, I have like a triangle thing that the hospital gave me. So I used to pull on to get onto the bed. Or if I'm on the bed and I need to hoist myself, because the way my disability is, I cannot just raise my back on my own from the bed. I have to use my elbows and arms and climb up. So I use it to pull on so I could pull myself up. I think that's basically the gadget that I use, that I can think of, I remember.
All right. So let's go straight to, in the city of Castries, is it a challenge for you to move around the city?
Big challenge. A few years ago, CCC, I see they put some ramps, more ramps, some places. But still you find vehicles parked in the space for you to go on a ramp. For example, if I leave my workplace and I'm going down on the street there down, going by People Discount Drugs, where Valmo is, what do you call that place, sorry? The government, where they have the parliament.
You mean Constitution Park?
Yes, if I'm going to Constitution Park, sorry. Yeah. So I have to leave work, go down. When you get by the pharmacy there's a ramp, right? Offloading zone.
Yeah.
Vehicles park there most times. So now I have to go lower down all the way at the end of the street where the stoplight is, cross, and then come up. So these things, people, they always block the ramp. So, but then there are a good bit of ramps in the city. Another thing is that sometimes, I know everybody has to make a dollar, but the vendors, when they put all the tents on the side of the road and then they put their tables, I can understand that, but then they should put it in a particular way so that, sometimes there's enough space for somebody to pass on the wheelchair. Now, sometimes I see it, I don't want to bother anybody, so sometimes I have to make a round or ask them to shift their stuff a bit if they can be shifted and then continue the journey. But we have made some strides. They have a few of them in the city. So I know where all of them are. So I know if I'm making a journey in the city, where not to pass and where to pass. That's the thing.
And if you have to send a message out to the authorities, with regards to just making it more accessible, to people like you, what would you say to them?
Ensure that, the vehicles adhere to the signage, don't block the ramps, and the vendors. Keep yourself on the side so that, it's accessible. And I know there are a few places that they can add more ramps. Yes. And then we have a few handicap parking in the city. People still take the handicap parking. they should ensure that, proper, like the police, they're always in town doing their job. They should at least ensure that the person who's parking there has the parking permit. Because if you look, I have one on my car, it's a red permit.
Right.
Or you have the sign. That's what it's for. But there are other persons who are able, and they always believe that, I can park there quickly for them to go and do something. And they take how long? The other time I had to make how many rounds looking for one of the handicap parkings. There's one by MNC, there's one by the post office, and there's one by the church. And the one by the church is not accessible at all. If you are the one driving, straight in the ditch, in the gutter you go in, the way it is. But the other two, yes, I had to make how many rounds just to get one. And then the person, when I came back, the person was very able.
All right. So the one by the church, you're saying that there's, if you stop there,
if I'm driving,
you won't be able to get out of the car.
No, because it's down, it's by the drain. It's not good.
So this is something that has to be addressed here.
Yeah, it's good for if somebody who has a disability and walking, because there are persons like that as well.
Right.
But if you're driving and then you're in the wheelchair, you cannot use this one. So we use the other two. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Sulphur Springs?
Many years ago when I was walking, that was the last time I bathed there. But from the time I became paralyzed, I've passed there with friends, but I've never bathed there after that because it's not accessible.
Right.
With my wheelchair, didn't have to get somebody to carry me down. So it's a no-no. So I don't go. And on vacation, I wouldn't mind going.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it would be a good thing for the relevant authorities to at least make it accessible for people like you.
Yeah, I said they had a recent upgrade, so I was quite excited, when I saw the recent upgrade. But when I looked, there was no access for somebody in a wheelchair. I'm like, okay, that's a downer. So if they can do that, because not only me, we have tourists coming to St. Lucia, and that's where they go and visit.
Right.
And it's not
And they're
accessible.
differently able as well.
Yes, so everybody has to have, I need a warm bath. Maybe it'll help my body,
It's therapeutic too as
Yes,
well.
very, yeah. Give me some, make my blood flow properly. Guys say, "Dema we mo si when you come up." That's what they say. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, but yeah, everybody should be able to access it. I think they should. It's high time they look into that as well.
Are there any misconceptions or stereotypes about your disability that you'd like to clarify?
Okay, for sure. People see me as with a disability. They look at me on the wheelchair and they believe that I'm sick. I am not sick. I mean, I had something that caused me to become paralyzed, but it's not like a contagious disease. It's not like a continuous sickness. So I am quite healthy. It's just that I cannot walk. So that is one of the biggest misconceptions people have. Hey, what's wrong with you? Are you sick? No, I am not sick. I'm just not able to walk. And that's the biggest misconception that they have. Or sometimes people look at you and they believe that because you're on a wheelchair that you cannot do a lot of stuff. It's just that the way that you do things, I do it differently. But the same things that you can do, I can do it as well. I mean, a lot of the things. I might not be able to climb a mountain, but I might be able to, do something else.
Right.
Swim in the ocean or do something else. But it's just that I cannot walk, but I can do as well. Anything you can do, I can do it too.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5
Yes.
years. In 5 years, I'm hoping to have my own home and a husband. Yes. A fully accessible house and a husband. Yeah, the children, I'm getting old, so the children, as you age, the biological clock ticked. So by that time, it has gone. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to see the next 5 years. And at work, have a different position at work, because I've been doing reception for a while now. So maybe have something different at work. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I'm a church girl, so I started singing in church, grew up singing in church. One of my favorite all-time gospel country gospel singers, Loretta Lynn. And so when I got paralyzed, since the injury was in my thoracic area, my lung capacity wasn't very strong, so I wasn't able to sing right away. So, but started singing again and picking up. I realized I still could do a little thing. I normally go to different churches and sing when I'm invited. So, yeah. So I believe that singing songs it helps me. It comforts me singing, and then the lyrics of the song.
It's your passion.
Yes, and then also, it can help change a life of someone else, the life of someone else. Music has messages, just like a sermon a preacher will preach or something. The song has a message that can transform a life. I believe that.
Do you have any original songs?
Not yet. I'm hoping that one day I could write. Maybe if you help, I could write 1 or 2 songs, record
Well,
it.
I've already told you.
Yes.
The studio is open for you. So.
Yeah, so I have to work on that. I keep saying that, but I have not started. I mean, I write little lyrics here and there, but
Right.
but I've not written the song yet. So I'm
As
hoping-
long as you have the gift of singing, I mean, there's always writers out there, so it
That's
wouldn't be a
true.
problem.
That's true.
But it would be interesting to hear you sing at least a verse of one of your favorite songs.
Okay. I like that song because it has a message saying, it's by, I forgot the artist right now, but it's just saying, no matter what challenges you face, no matter what you go through in this life, everybody has a dream, a vision, or something that they want. So you keep the dream alive, don't let it die.
Give us a piece.
Keep the dream alive, don't let it die. If something deep inside keeps inspiring you to try, don't stop and never give up. Don't ever give up on you. Don't give up. So don't give up no matter what you face in this life. I mean, persons with disability have challenges. Persons that walk, everybody has a challenge in this life. Yeah. So don't give up. Keep going forward.
There's a piece of advice that I give to everyone, whether you're able or disabled. I always give everyone 2 rules. Rule number 1, never give up. And rule number 2, never forget rule number 1.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yes. All right, so anything else you'd like to share before we close this interview? That's coming from you
Coming from me.
to everyone.
Okay. Disability is not something that you want. It's not something that you say, okay, I want to be disabled, whatever. It comes so quickly and so easily. One accident, somebody standing there, God forbid, I'll not put that on you. You standing there and boom, you just have an accident, or you just fall sick and you just lose control of your arms, your legs. It can happen in an instant. So it's not something that you can avoid most times. Sometimes you can take care of yourself healthily and avoid some sicknesses that you can control. But there are things that you cannot control and it happens to you easily. So my advice as well, I lost my train of thought. So what I'm saying is that it can happen to anyone. So when you meet somebody with a disability, you treat them well. I mean, don't impose. If you have to help somebody with a disability, you ask. Because the person has a voice, the person has something that they want to ask. Do you need my help? Or we as well can say, can you help me? I mean, I've gone around St. Lucia. I've not met unkind people. People are always willing to help. That's our St. Lucian culture. We are loving people. Also, like, when we see the handicap parking, especially when you go to the supermarket, Massy, and I get there, the people are well able. Once there was this lady parking in the handicap parking. I saw her, she was very able, so I said to her, excuse me, I wasn't driving at the time, my sister. Is it possible I could give me the parking there? That was in cul-de-sac. It's easier for me. I'm on a wheelchair. If you say so. And then she was well rude about it. And then I was like, I wouldn't just ask to say, I would say I have a disability, just want to get a parking. Because if in front of the supermarket, I was going to the supermarket. Finally, she gave in, she gone back somewhere else and I parked there. When I went to the supermarket, I went to look at her and I went to get her and I said, thank you so much for the parking. Because I wanted to let her know I would not just say that. Oh, she said, now she apologized and she was sorry that she didn't know. I mean, the handicap parking It's not for you who are able to go and run quickly because it's empty, and you think that the persons with disabilities are sitting at their home doing nothing. We want the same things that you want. We go shopping. We want to be included. We want to have a say, and we want to know that we do things too. We're not just, we are able to go and do. We want to go and do stuff on our own. I want to go and shop on my own. I want to send somebody to go and give them a list and say, can you get me some milk? Can you get me some this? And then they bring something else that you did not want. Yeah? When you go yourself, you get what you want, and you might see something that you needed that to get. So, and that's another thing. So, and then the government, take care of the city, protect the parkings that they give, protect the ramps that they put. Yes, that's basically it. And don't give up. If you have a disability, there are things that you can do. Try to get something to do, like a hobby or something. Yeah, don't give up. Life goes on, life continues. Yeah. Where there are 4 wheels, there are 4 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 ways. That's my motto.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would like to take this time out to thank you. I mean, off your busy schedule, and also to be a voice for people with disability. I want to continue encouraging you. The inner strength that you have, which kept you, I'm hoping that it continues to guide you, and you'll be a source of inspiration for those who don't even know the way forward, suffering with a disability. You did well, and I want to applaud you.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity as well.
Yeah, keep the good spirit. And there's also one more thing I would like to ask you. Do you have a special diet that you follow?
No, I eat normal.
What's your favorite dish?
Green fig and saltfish. It's my go-to food. If I am sick, green fig and saltfish. Yeah, that's my favorite dish.
I had to pull this question on her because normally.
No, I don't have a diet.
Let me let the people know why I pull that question.
Right.
She follows my status, and she's
your
always
food,
commenting.
Yes. Jaime always have a food. You always have some nice. Your food looks clean and healthy.
Yeah, I prepare everything natural. Yeah,
it looks very good.
I plant.
Yes.
I eat what I grow. I grow what I eat. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do hope, because if you realize I have some plumpness here and there, so I'm hoping to change my diet, like to go more plant-based, and then less of that. I don't like too much macaroni, too much pasta, eat fast food and stuff. So I'm trying to change that. Drink more water, sleep on time, get sunshine. We call it the natural health laws. New start: nutrition, exercise, water, sunlight, temperate in all things, trusting in God, that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to change my diet for the better. That's very important,
It's very important. That's why I asked you the question.
Yeah,
it's a very important question.
Because I realize I'm heavy in the bottom, so pulling myself gives me another time to carry, because I have to carry my weight.
Your body weight.
With my hands. So trying to lose some pounds.
So the more weight you put on is the more strength you'll need to pull yourself up and down.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So diet is very important.
All right.
Okay.
Once again.
Yeah.
The name Julinna Florent.
Yes.
Julinna Florent. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for the invite.
Merci Doudou.
Yes. Welcome.